It's your friendly neighborhood Shay here, and it's spooky season. Let's go. Fall is my favorite season, even though I'm born in March. I'm supposed to be a spring girl. The world has decided that I love fall because they gave me allergies, so spring can suck it. Love the time, love the food, love the atmosphere, love the rain. All of it. It's great. And since I love fall so much and I want to get into the mood more, I want to give you my spooky recommendations. So it's going to be a bunch of movies, anime, manga that are spooky adjacent, not just generic like horror animes or horror mangas that you can watch. I'm more of a psychological horror girl. I've said that before and I'm going to say it again. But just because I'm not giving you Corpse Party, not anything on Corpse Party, I'm just saying that's like bare bones basic to get you in the mood. I truly enjoy spooky horror animes and mangas of the like, but not just your typical ones like that one. So I've got a bunch that I want to give out to you. Hopefully you like them as much as I do. Hopefully you enjoy them as much as I do, and we can talk together about them in the comments. Or I show you something that you haven't read before or seen, and now you have something to listen to or watch or read for the month of October. And my recommendations are going to be all over the place. Some of them are spicy, some of them are only adult rated, and some of them are PG. You can show these to the kids and it's going to be all right. Speaking of child friendly, the first recommendation is literally a kids movie. Has anybody remember from the early 2000s Scary Godmother? Oh my god, I love that movie. Thank you, Canada. It's a Canadian film that came out in 2003, and I love it so much. Every year it was on Cartoon Network. I watched it. I never got bored. It's so good. The synopsis of the movie is about a girl named Hannah that's going trick-or-treating with her older brother and all of his friends. They're annoyed that they have to take her with them, so they play a prank on her at an abandoned house and lock her in there by herself, this little baby. But thankfully, there's a nice, sweet witch that comes out and becomes her godmother, her scary godmother, and all the other monsters as well. And it's so good. I loved it every single year. Now, it's, again, from 2003, so it has the early CGI kid movie quality, but that's what makes it so good, that it's janky. It's janky, it's old, it makes it more spooky now that I'm older. I don't know why I loved it so much. Maybe because I just wanted to be different as a kid, but whatever. Maybe because it's such a sweet story about this girl having a found family in these monsters when her real family, her brother, sucks. If you want to watch the movie and you want to watch it with kids, or you're just a big old kid yourself, just like me, you can watch it on Prime Video. So good. I highly recommend it. Another child movie that I love to death, and every time it would come on, I would rewatch it, is Monster House. Ooh, oh my god. Scary Godmother and Monster House back to back. I had the greatest time. Now, this movie is 2006. I said CG before. The 3D animation has gotten way better. Now that I'm thinking about it, surprisingly, both of these movies are based off of scary abandoned houses. They're technically not abandoned, but you get my drift. The premise of this story is that three best friends on like one spooky afternoon about to be Halloween, they see the abandoned house and they come to find out that this house is freaking alive. So they're trying to tell all the adults, like, hey, this house is alive and it's trying to kill us. And they're like, oh, look at these kids. They're insane. No, the house is actually trying to eat them. And its favorite feasting time is Halloween night. So they are trying to figure out a way to destroy the house so everybody that's pure and innocent thinking, oh, it's just a house that we could go up to and get candy, doesn't get eaten. Now, I remember this one being actually scary as a kid, but it did not deter me from watching it. So I would be advised, if you're going to watch this with a kid, maybe second, third grade might be a good one. Or if your kid is like, I got this, don't scare me, go ahead, you know them. Like I said, you could just watch it for yourself. Forget about them children. Who ever cared about kids before? I'm being stupid. But if you want to watch it, you can watch it on Netflix. So do with that information what you will. Moving on to some manga and manga that I've been reading that is spooky adjacent. One of them is ongoing right now. I think it's about to start its second season, and I love it so much. It's How to Survive as a Maid in a Horror Game. It is so good. The premise is, of course, girl gets isekai'd into a video game, but the genre is horror, so it's trying to kill her at every step. She has a status board that you would think would try and help her survive, but for real, it just puts obstacles in her way for death. So she has to find a way to survive and not get offed by the young master of the house, who is the main antagonist, that we come to find out is Satan. And then a plot twist, they start to fall in love with each other. So I'm like, ooh, this is really good. I like this a lot, that we've switched it up. It's not just a thriller of, will she be able to kill him before she gets killed by him? Now, how are they going to survive with this love as they are becoming serial killers? That is great. You see how she navigates working as a maid in the mansion, working with literal demons, and the panels are so eerie and scary when they want to be, and the cliffhangers are so good and annoying. But good for you, you don't have to deal with that, because there are already like 75 chapters of this out. I think that's all of the first season. They might be on a hiatus right now, but then the second season is gonna come out and it's gonna be so good. Now, if you want to read it legally, it's on Tapas. The first 3 chapters you can read for free and see if you like it, but I highly recommend it. Or you can read it on the 7 Cs like majority of people do. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I do it all the time. I'm not gonna treat anybody else or look at them badly if they do it. I'm not gonna tell you where I read it because I'm not gonna make my spot hot, but I will always tell you where to read it legally. Now, the second one, I feel like everybody and their mom already know about it, but if you don't, here is your telling you, I'm pleading with you to read it. It is so good. Flowers Are Bait. It's another manga, and oh my god, it's so good. It's about a grown adult She's in her 30s. She's a botanist. So our main girl's just out in the mountains, cutting down trees, making sure they grow, walking in the middle of the night, come to find somebody murdering another person, and is like, oh no, I gotta go. Gets caught by the killer, and then somehow beats him over the head into a coma. Why is the killer a part of like a Chebio family? And the brother is like, hey, my brother is a pain in the butt. Well, yeah, he be killing people. I can see that. But we did not become a Chebio family by clean means, okay? I can't have my brother die on me, so it is now your job to take care of him in a coma. So if he die, you die. And she's like, great. So she's been stuck with this comatose man that tried to kill her for 2 years. Now he's out of it, but has lost his memory, amnesia, still has the strength of a killer. And she's like, why are you trying to hurt me? I'm your wife. Lie. Flat lie. And again, he's like, oh, you're my wife? Okay, cool. How was our marriage? This and the third. So she is working through his amnesia, hoping, praying that he does not remember who he actually is, because then he'll kill her. And him, in his amnesiac state, is like, I'm just trying to bone my wife, and she won't let me bone. What have I done as a husband before this? So this one is the spicy one, and it just got spicy. Oh my god. This is very much a slow burn into the spice levels, so this is not, this is 18 plus for nobody else but you to read. Don't read it together with anyone. No. Majority of it you could read with somebody else, but when you start getting closer to the board chapters, especially after the board chapter, it's time to read alone. Now, where can you read this? The first season is over. We're waiting through a hiatus for the second season to start. Do I know where to read it legally? No, I tried looking it up. I could not find anything. I don't know where you can read this legally. You can go in the 7 seas and hope to not get caught, but don't be looking at me for where to go, okay? Now that I've given you 2 movies to watch and 2 things to read, here's an actual long series to watch. I have 2 of them that I want to talk about right now. One that is more recent and one that's been out for a while, so there's probably a lot of people that have not watched it. The other that's more recent, I just want more people to love it so I can get more of it, okay? I deserve more of it, and you deserve to fall in love with it as well. And that is Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. Oh my god, I love this anime so much, and it's mad long. There's 3 seasons of this bad boy. It's so good. And good for you, starting in April of next year, the 4th season is coming out. Let's go. It's about a boy, 14 to 15 years old, named Iruma, the sweetest of baby boys of children. Just the best soul ever. But his parents, devils incarnate. They sell him to the devil, and he gets sent to hell. But of course, the devil is the sweetest old man ever, takes him underneath his wing, tells him to call him grandpa, and now he goes to high school in hell. It's great. You would think that this would be the most dark and scary story ever. No, this is the most wholesome, sweetest, and pure show ever. It is just a fantasy comedy based in hell, and that is it. Everything else is like, oh yeah, I understand the concept of demons and succubus and all of this other stuff, and we've got monsters that will kill you, but everybody is so super sweet, and nobody is taking anything seriously. It's so good. Now, there is a plot behind everything that is going to get more insane later on, but majority of the time, we are just rooting for Iruma and his 2 best friends to become a polyamorous relationship. This is the only polyamory that I care about. I want Asmodeus, I want Clara, and I want Iruma to become a couple together, all 3 at once. It's so good. So you can watch the 1st season to the 3rd on Crunchyroll, Hulu, or Disney Plus. I don't know where they're going to license the 4th season. I would assume all of them, but we'll have to wait and see until April. If you don't want to watch it on a streaming platform, you can go buy the Blu-rays. They're in English. It's dubbed. Plus, you can go read the manga. This one is my biggest recommendation. You need to watch it. You need to read it so we can keep on getting more. Am I being greedy like the Bible said? Yes, but I deserve it for this show. I deserve this mangaka to keep on getting what they're getting. I need to go buy the Blu-rays myself. I've already started getting the volumes for the manga, so ooh, it's gonna be so good. My highest recommendation. And this is gonna be my last recommendation. I have way more to recommend to you, but I want this video to be more succinct and like curated. I probably make a part 2 in the middle of the month, but this one is an oldie but a goodie. But like I said, I think it's been long enough that it's been out. A good chunk of people, especially if you're new to anime, have not watched it yet, and that is Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland has only 1 season, but that was such a good season when it came out. It was so popular. The only reason that it doesn't have a 2nd season is that the company who made it went bankrupt. So don't be mad that there's not a 2nd season. There's still a manga that kept on going, and it was so good too. Now, the premise of this is mad messed up, so this is not for babies. These are for people that are older, right? A kid gets accused of murdering his whole entire school, if I remember correctly, or his whole entire classroom, gets put into a facility called Dead Man Wonderland, which is a theme park with inmates. Crazy, mad messed up, and they are, for entertainment purposes, for regular citizens, beating and killing the crap out of each other for other people's entertainment. Our main boy Ginta starts working with this albino girl named Shiro, and hijinks start to ensue. The main premise of them working with each other is that they have to get these points that let them acquire this candy that neutralizes the poison that the facility has given them in the collar that they use to check their vitals, check them where they are in the facility so they cannot escape. There's a lot of gore, there's a lot of death in this one. Very peak edgelord anime of the early 2010s, but so good. They actually used the edgelordness to its advantage, and it was great. It used to on Toonami back in the day, and that was awesome. But now it's with Crunchyroll. Again, since it is old, you can just purchase it via Blu-ray or DVD. It might be a little bit harder. I don't know if it's still being printed. I don't think so. So you probably have to find an older one. So it might be a little expensive. But the manga you can find probably really easily. I think I've seen it around like Barnes and Noble or such. Now, don't hold me to that. It's been a long time. This thing came out in 2013 and it was popular. So it might be expensive to actually go and purchase, but you can at least watch it